Bride has just entered the bridal chamber. It is crazy screaming. I never thought that my husband would be a half-human, half-snake monster. He was lying leisurely on the bed, looking at Jenny with excitement. But Jenny's mouth was wide open, unable to speak. She ran away like crazy, but as soon as she left the house, she was stopped by her mother-in-law. Jenny kept begging to be let out of the house, but she wouldn't let her. "You're my daughter-in-law, who I bought for $100. Her mother-in-law called her father-in-law and pushed Jenny into her son's room, locking the door behind her. Who could understand Jenny's desperate feelings? She cried and fell asleep. At this moment, the snake demon, hundreds of meters below the ground, crept out again. He stretched out the tail of his tongue and gently stroked Jenny. After awakening, Jenny continued to scream. When the snake demon heard Jenny's screams, it became more and more excited. The snake demon's tail kept twitching, trying to make out with her. Jenny grabbed a mousetrap and smashed it into the snake's tail. Inadvertently, she retreated to a small room. She found an iron bar and pried open the window. She managed to get out with great difficulty, but the snake was still chasing after her. Jenny ran for her life and finally reached the village chief. The snake came after her, and the people were scared and scattered. Two villagers tried to resist, but the snake demon killed them on the spot. The village chief picked up a torch to repel the snake demon. Early the next morning, Jenny suddenly woke up from a dream. The slightest sound made her feel very scared. The village chief also sympathized with the poor girl. On the other hand, the grandmother came with a mouse. She wanted to comfort her son's broken heart. The snake devil has been single for 40 years. It's hard to have a wife and run away. How can he feel good? He could only vent his anger on the mouse. While his mother-in-law and father-in-law were arguing about whether to spend more money, there was a knock at the door. The mother-in-law opened the door and saw that it was Jenny who ran away last night. The couple was stunned. They couldn't understand what Jenny wanted to do. Jenny didn't say much, but said she wouldn't run away again. Late at night, she brought a tub of milk. When no one was around, she put a little mysterious liquid in it. She put the milk next to the snake hole. Soon after, the demon came out and drank all the milk. At this moment, he also found Jenny. When he was about to eat and drink enough, he went to Jenny to communicate with her. Suddenly his body emitted a dazzling red light, and he collapsed in a short time. Jenny smiled with satisfaction and opened the doorbolt, as if expecting something. Soon, a handsome man pushed the door and entered. Jenny fell in love with him at first sight and stroked his chest. "I love him so much. This is the perfect groom in my heart." The village chief really did not lie to me. Just yesterday, the village chief gave her a bottle of mysterious liquid. He also told Jenny that the snake demon was originally human. It's only because of the curse that he became like this. Back then, a snake demon took a liking to my mother-in-law, turned into his own body, and followed her all the time. When she got married, the snake also went to join in the fun, but he was almost killed. But after the mother-in-law got pregnant, the snake felt lost hope and suddenly bit the mother-in-law. After that, her child became a snake demon. The village chief told Jenny that if you remove the curse of the snake demon, you will get both money and people. The next day, Jenny appeared happily in front of the couple. The couple was very puzzled. They couldn't understand how Jenny was communicating with their son. The mother-in-law asked Jenny to bring breakfast to her son. Jenny got scared, because she knew that the snake demon was no longer handsome at this moment. As soon as she entered the room, she was tightly wrapped up by the snake demon. He knew that the changes in his body were all because of this woman. He wanted to kill Jenny, but at the critical moment, the drug in his body took effect again and he passed out. That day, Jenny secretly burned a snakeskin, which was seen by her mother-in-law. There was also the discolored milk and Jenny's nervous expression. This made the mother-in-law suspicious. She thought Jenny must have tried to kill her son. Once inside, Jenny made the milk again. She used the milk with spices to attract the snake demon to drink it. After he turns into a handsome man, the two of them naturally embrace each other. As she was about to take the next step, her mother-in-law, who had been watching her, rushed in. The couple had never seen their son like this before. They just thought Jenny had found a wild man back. Jenny loudly asked Jenny, "How can you afford the money I gave you?" At this point, Jenny could only tell them the truth. When the couple heard it, they couldn't believe it. The snake demon who ran out had turned into his own body and was caught by the villagers. The villagers treated him like a monster and beat him up. The village chief came and shot an arrow to calm the snake demon down. He dispersed the villagers and told the father of the snake demon, "Tonight, when the moon is full, he has a way to free the snake demon from the curse." The family waited until night. When the village chief saw that the moon was about to be full, they released the snake demon. The village chief fed him a sip of the mysterious liquid. With the sound of the incantation, the snake demon woke up, but the newly awakened snake demon was in a state of rage. Jenny stood in front of him and calmed him down, but she couldn't calm him down. The drug in the snake demon's body began to take effect. At the last moment, when the curse was about to be removed, he bit Jenny. The snake demon fell to the ground and became completely human, but Jenny's body began to change, turning into the snake demon's appearance. Finally, she became a snake. Two people who truly love each other can't really be together after all.